Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Aphrodite, aka Madam Suave. If you are new here, I would like to welcome you to the community. Be sure to check the description box below and like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to. And as always, please do remember to only take what resonates and leave the rest for who it is meant for. So the title of today's message is Get Your House in Order and Make Every Second Count, okay? So we are entering in or getting ready to enter into the year of 2026. Okay, the year of 2025 is coming to a close. So I am going to give just a very brief general rundown of what was coming in very clearly today. Okay, I'm not going to give everything. As I feel led, I will release more. Okay, so we have been talking about, this great separation, okay? But we are getting ready to enter into a new cycle, okay? We are entering into a new cycle. So this is not just the great separation, but also the great crossover. So everything that is not sustainable is getting burned down, okay? So this is like a mass purge or a cleansing, okay? So next year is going to be a major catalyst. And one of the things that I was getting, and the reason why I can kind of speak to this is because, and not just to kind of talk about my chart, because this is just something that I also realize is kind of understanding how my chart is meant to be in alignment with the energy, the movements of energies constantly, okay? And so I was kind of trying to, for like a lot of my life, I have been trying to figure out why I am the way that I am and trying to integrate certain parts of myself without kind of leaning into the wounded aspects of those certain qualities, okay? And so one thing that I am getting, because sometimes, sometimes we hold on to things for longer than necessary, and then all of a sudden is this quick switch where you just let go without thinking. And that is the thing that I am getting, okay? So this catalyst, it's like in this next year, you're not going to have time to think about anything, okay? It is just going to be frequency response, all right? So and I had mentioned this in another video like previously. I'm just gonna try to stick on topic and get what I'm getting. As I said, as I feel led to, I will release more, okay? So as I was saying, okay, this is going to be a mass purge / cleansing, okay? So this is groundwork and clearing of old foundations before setting new for the ushering that will come in 2027, okay? So energy can neither be created nor destroyed. So the new earth is a frequency. So everything that cannot rise in frequency or evolve gets absorbed by higher frequencies, okay? So for my master alchemists and transmuters, at this time, you're going to need to remain grounded during this transition, okay? Because you will be transmuting a lot of loose energies from the collective that I am referring to as leaks, okay? Leaks. So think gas leak, okay? So these are harmful energies that will not be brought into the new earth. So think of it like decomposing and recomposing at the same time. So you are not just alchemizing and transmuting, you are also guarding the portal, okay? And so we have been talking about, or some of the imagery that I was using, okay, looks like, weaving threads together, threads of the universe, okay? And I was talking about dream catchers, etc., okay? So, so sorry, hold on. So yes, you are not just alchemizing and transmuting, you are guarding the portal, and together we are creating a net to catch anything that is prohibited from entering, okay? So think of this like an energetic gate, okay? And you guys may have remembered me talking about, portal holders, key holders, gatekeepers, etc., okay? So the steps and the moves that you do not make hold just as much weight as the ones that you do make, whether this is to your benefit or to your detriment, okay? So you need to be firm in your decisions because direction is required, okay? So it is not a time to straddle the fence because it will cost you, okay? So this is very much go energy, okay? It's very much go energy, stopping only where and when necessary, but no longer than necessary, okay? So you are entering the battlefield whether you are ready for it or not. So if it is dead, leave it. If it is not fruitful, leave it. If it is weighing you down, leave it, okay? So you cannot help anyone who cannot or is not willing to help themselves, and you cannot take everybody, okay? So it is your risk to take, but if it is not spirit led, it is not a risk worth taking, okay? So your promise is waiting, and God is not a gambler, okay? So do not test him. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, all right? So every decision that you make falls on you and no one else, because when you are judged, you stand alone, okay? So if it is a decision that you cannot stand by when it counts, then it is a decision that you should not be making, because not being aware will not be an excuse, okay? You made a conscious decision even if it was unconsciously. So once you are aware, ignorance is willful and disobedience is willful as well. So if that is the gamble that you are willing to take, then make sure that you are prepared to pay, okay? So the enemy is being unmasked and operating through many vessels. So if you are comforting, coddling, or hosting the enemy, then you are in contract with the enemy. So their fate becomes your fate, okay? So new contracts are being drafted and finalized, okay? There will be no negotiations, okay? So everything is determined by actions. Either you are in alignment or you are not. You either about it or you are not, okay? So there are also new partnerships that are forming based on purpose and alignment, okay? Cleansing of the network, because there are multiple collectives within the collective. So background does not matter, only frequency. I'm hearing repel, attract, refine. Repel, attract, refine, okay? So the more that you refine, the more it will naturally align itself without the need to even address, okay? So that is all I have for you guys currently. I will be back as I feel led to release more. If you got anything from this message, if you found this message helpful, or if you simply resonate with me, my channel, my content, my energy, etc., I do ask that you like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to. And I will see you guys on next time. I love you all so much. Bye.